It is March 20th of 2025. It is Disney's Doomsday. It's right up here. As a matter of fact, it definitely is. We have the annual shareholder meeting today, which we're going to cover briefly. We're all in a huge rush today because we're going over to WDW Pro's channel to watch and review and analyze what's going on with Disney. This is a big, big day, so you don't want to miss it. Normally, I wouldn't have a show today. I would just pass you straight over to WDW Pro, and that's where we're going to go next. But this is an abbreviated, not really actually the 6-minute daily, because I really only have 4 stories to cover. I didn't outline them ahead of time. Nothing, but I want to get you over to the WDW Pro channel immediately following this. So I just want to say thanks to those of you who are here. I know I surprised a lot of you, said we weren't going to do this, but I had to. Ewan Kumia, good to see you, my friend. Ewan, I hope you're having a great day. I'm not seeing this movie. Well, I am, so expect a review tonight. Whether or not I'm working deep into the night to get that edited for you, I will have it done for you. Everything about this movie reeks so far, but I'm going to give it a shot. And I'll take a notebook, so we'll see. Brian Max here. Hi, all. Good morning. Good morning to you. I hope you're doing well. The great Eric K is here. Hi-ho. Good to see you, bud. I can't quite get there in the register this morning, but we'll try again later. Sonora Pupus Cubers in the house, our favorite Polar Bar. And we got John Gibson the third. Hello. Let's see. We got Carl Singh out there. Last call with Troy Pacelli. JPRPH1. We've got Andrew 46 and 2. How you doing? And good morning. Hey, there's our buddy Spaceship Vampire. How you doing? Kaladin 910. KFYI. I don't know. Just funny. Who else is out there? Sorry, I always feel like that's a radio commercial. Read by nature. Hey, how's it going? We got Walter Tomazuski out there. For those of you who got here, thank you. For those of you on the green machine, thank you. I cannot see or read anything because this is very impromptu. We have about 15 minutes of show to go before we got to get over Pro. That all rhymed. All right, folks, let's get into it. We need the countdown. I want to say thank you to the great Tom F. and everybody else that's here. Sorry we're so early, but we have limited time in the most extreme way. Here we go. Very excited for today. Snakes! Good morning, Snakes. Walking the dog. That's Service Dog. Good morning to you. And there's my buddy from the UK. Thanks for the messaging, my friend. John Yulden is out there. You should check out his sci-fi channel, folks. It's amazing. We got Release the McCracken. What's up, Robbie? Morning, Hayes. Good morning to you. All right, folks. Let's get slapping. All right, everybody, 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6-minute daily. This is going to be not actually the 6-minute daily. First of all, it's way early. A lot of you are waking up to see this has already been done. Why? Because we're going over to WDW Pro Show live to cover today's Disney earnings call. It's going to be bonkers. We are going to have successive shows for you all day long, including at the end of the day, hopefully, my Rumble and YouTube review of Snow White, which feel bad for me now because this thing is hot garbage. But what is also trying not to be hot garbage is this movie right here. This Elio. The trailer just released, if you had a chance to check it out. If you hadn't seen the teasers before or any of the D23 specials or any of the other things around this, you probably are like, what is this? Well, this is a film that's been 5 years of failure trying to succeed. We will see what it's like towards the end. There's a decent chance they de-wokeified it in the extreme, and it will be marginally okay, but I have very low expectations for this, unfortunately. Seeing the original version of this, I was like, holy DEI fest, which Disney needs to get away from, and it's going to be a topic of conversation in today's call. In fact, we need to move on to what actually is happening today. Snow White, of course, debuting with one of the worst Rotten Tomatoes scores for a live-action Disney remake, and it wasn't the people, it was the critics. The critics killed this thing to the tune of like 40-something% for most of the day yesterday. There's a reason why they delayed they put an embargo on reviews, not just for critics, but for the rest of us. There's a reason why they delayed advanced ticket sales, because there's nobody buying tickets. If you watched Mr. H's video this morning, it was indicative of the experience in the United States for over the last 4 or 5 days, you went to go look at the tickets at your theater to see if you could pick your own seat, and you can't because there's nobody else going. There are pre-purchased tickets everywhere. In fact, I'll be talking to one of the theater managers today ahead of the film so that I can confirm that there are always the same 6 seats sold in every single theater for every 6 showing the first weekend, because that's been the consistent pattern in my theater. This is part of the marketing strategy and budget, so Disney is trying to make this look like it might be okay. It's not. And the reviews are telling you it's not, and the people that I trust are telling you it's not. And I'm going to go see it, and I'll tell you what I think, and then you make a decision on whether or not you want to give money away to waste your time and maybe your childhood. You're going to be really sad after this thing because it is nothing like the original. It is a disservice and disrespect to the original Snow White movie, the one that actually launched the full animated feature company, Disney, the Walt Disney Company. But we're going to move on from there and get to the heart of the matter. Disney. This is the annual day. This is the annual thing. This is the shareholders meeting. This is the shareholders voting on whether Iger is going to get a new pay package and the quote unquote climate risk to workers. Let me vomit, please. I'm going to tell you, the only risk to workers in the Disney company is whether or not it will be here in a decade. The Iger and company folks that have been in there, along with BlackRock and all these other people pushing the DEI bologna sausage, have basically destroyed the interest in this company. The Disney brand is going from a lifestyle brand to a decay and dying brand, and it's doing it at an accelerated rate. This is Disney with Alzheimer's, folks, and it's not going to get better anytime soon. As we go, what to expect? Well, let's take a look at what Morningstar has to say. 2 years of annual meetings has provided theatrics. Like last year's, where they had to AI the questions, which we know probably weren't from people, and they may not have even been live. They may have been answered in advance by Bob in an entirely other room. In fact, he didn't even sound like he was in a boardroom with anybody or at any kind of a place where he would be presenting this normally. This is no bueno, and it's a real disaster. So activists, no activists are trying to repeal Disney's bylaws or get board seats this year, but a renewed focus on executive pay is going to ignite new drama. I don't care about that. What I care about is why they're even entertaining Bob Iger any longer. The stock underperformance is glaring, especially the last week, and I think it's going to be highlight of conversation. Nobody's going to be about this at all. I can't wait to watch this, but stock is down right now 11.4% this year. That's not good. But what's worse is they're trying to say they're getting out of the DEI business. They're not. And from the stockholders or the shareholders to Disney, they're saying you've got no friend in the HRC. That's right. The Human Rights Campaign is a sham. It's garbage. And DEI and the other indexes that are sponsored by HRC are socialism in activist mode. And they don't do any good for the company. They don't do any good for the share price. And they don't do any good to ingratiate your brand to consumers. And that's going to be interesting. Lots of things to talk about in this particular board meeting, and whether or not Disney tries to keep DEI alive and well after rebranding it within their own company. I have a feeling that they are targeting themselves with the opportunity to get out from underneath the HRC, which has a paid partnership with Disney. I hope they do, but I guess we'll find that out today. Lots of preview here on what we could find in the call, which is coming up here very shortly. So what I'm going to do is cut this off a little bit early. I will double check to see if we got any supers or gifties, which we did. SWG Rice coming through huge with 5 CultureCasino memberships. Thank you for that, SWG Rice. Hope you show up on the WDW Pro Show, which is coming up next. You will be automatically redirected from here if you're on YouTube. If you're on the Green Machine, you're going to have to go over to that manually on the tube. I don't think we're quite running it with simulcast from the Green Machine quite yet over there, but that's coming, folks. And as far as X, obviously, you just switch over to the Pro Show on X if you're choosing to watch. I will be there. hanging out with all the crew, reading like a maniac right now and trying to get all prepared for what's going to be fireworks, probably. Liberty Hall's Cat, thank you for the $2 super chat saying good morning, culture, and out and about this morning. Well, I just want you to be doing well. I want to say thanks once again to SWG Vice and to those of you who got here nice and early. If you're watching on the replay, please do me a favor, hashtag replay gang down in the comment section below. Give us a thumbs up. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. Check to make sure your notification bell's on, because I will be doing a review of Snow White the moment I get here from the theater, which I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to cook it. It'll be minimally edited, and you will get my raw feelings on what they did to one of my Disney favorites. On that note, I can always say, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, see ya for real.
Why, hello there, random citizen.
Oh, hey there, little buddy. How's it going?
Have you subscribed to CultureCasino yet?
Well, no.
Friggin'
Oh!
These guys, I tell ya.
Oh!
Dang it, I missed. Why won't these guys just subscribe already?
That hurt.